All right, game recap. Sorry about that. Last few minutes had a phone call there. So good win. I mean, Pitt was giving us a pretty tight game there at the beginning. We ended up throwing an interception early on the second drive there, and then he kept it tight right before half. We were able to go up to make it a two-score game, and didn't turn back after that. But um, he actually ran the ball really effectively. He actually didn't throw it too bad either. He made some decisions later on that hurt. But a good number of these incompletions and those interceptions came in the second half after he was forced to throw. Um, but running the ball, I just want to look at that before I go through the normal preamble here. I mean, that's a good running day right there. So he was able to get 25 rushes. What's that, about 124? Looks like, and a tub. So he actually ran the ball pretty effectively there. So in terms of Rodgers, good passing day. Hate that I threw that one interception, but I still think it was a good read. I hope it's in the highlights. We'll take a look at that. Aaron Jones was able to get the ball going. Good number of those carries were empty calories towards the end. I didn't realize dude was only 5'9". But he got two touchdowns there. Rodgers had the one quarterback sneak touchdown at the end of the half. Receiving, Watson, he had a long, what was that long one? That was, yeah, 53. Yeah, so that helped. And then he also had actually had three long ones, I think. 53, and then I think probably like a 30 and another 40 or something like that. So pretty big game there. Lazard was able to get, he had a decent one too. It wasn't too, oh, it was more than decent. It was 66. So that was a good game there by Lazard as well, but good distribution, really good distribution between those three. Need to mix it up a little bit more there. Valentine, okay, I see you. I don't think I re-signed you, but I see you. Oh no, not him. It was the other dude that I didn't re-sign. Levitt. Yeah. All right. So a bunch of threes here. Savage leading in total assist, and then, excuse me, an assist, and then total. Savage leading in total as well, with Campbell right behind them. Tackles for a loss, we got 9 of them. With Kenny Clark, who Kenny Clark actually played a really good game. He actually disrupted quite a few plays. If there was a pulling guard, he tended a pulling guard away from him. He tended to blow those plays up. So that was actually pretty good. Adrian Amos had 2 of them as well. No sacks. We actually got rid of the ball pretty effectively, even though I did blitz more than I normally would. Jair actually had 3. Thought he only had 2, but he had 3. Devondre had a really good one as well. I think that was my user one. Pass deflections, Rasul and Devondre. 1 forced fumble from Rasul. And then Jair had the 2 pick sixes. All right, let's take a look at the highlights real quick. Oh yeah, this one was last second. They were actually running slants, and then last second he audible to cover 2. As soon as he did that, I put the 2 on the left on streaks. Hold the safety. There's the pocket. That's why I say the Watson, I think, got 2 of those, and then 1 deep one he ended up getting as well. This one here had the out on the left, but I saw the linebacker was sitting right there, and I knew I could freeform that out to the left to Aaron Jones. This one was good baiting. So I saw the crosser here, and then I see the dig, and so I just jump up on the dig. He throws a bullet. If he puts some air under that and like up, tries to get it up there to the 40-yard marker right there, he completes that, but he bulleted it, so bulleted it. So good user there. I forgot all about Jameson until early. He threw a bomb, and we actually got a knockout. So I was pretty happy about the knockout there. But this one was just me missing. As soon as I missed, I was like, oh, shoot. I just knew he was gone. But yeah, I didn't think Jair would actually make it over there. I just knew that was six. But he ends up getting the A.J. Dillon touchdown anyway. This one messed me up. So peep the number 89, my fullback right here. That was my first read. No, no, no. Yeah, no. Halfback. No, he was my first read, and then my second read was 13. Lazard coming under. He gets clotheslined. I see the fullback is, basically getting manned up right here. The safety comes down, takes the fullback. I think I needed what, 6 yards? Oh no, two. Okay. Yeah, so I could have hit the fullback right here, but I got completely thrown off when I saw Lazard get clotheslined. The tight end isn't there. And then I look up and I see Watson has a step. So I'm like, well, it's Aaron Rodgers. Let's see. And yeah, he can throw that. I would never have thrown that with Davis Mills. Well, maybe I would have. I may have tried it, but but that one was just going through the progression of 1, 2, 3, and then 4 up there, and having the time to do that. If I didn't have the time, that would never have worked. So he pretty much had us boxed here. I could have hit this dig early. I was waiting on the out route though. He had the out box. You can see the safety jumps over there. So instantly I already know that's out. By the time I look back at the dig, that's covered. I'm sorry, not the dig, the zig, the whip route on the bottom here. And then the dig is covered on the backside. So they're even up top. Oh, why not? Freeform it up and see if Lazard can go get it. And he was able to go get it. Got us down here to the 2. And then it was basically 53 seconds left. He was calling timeouts. I tried to hit a little toss route to the right, tried to hit a misdirection or something over to the right. They blew that one up. And then caught Alan Lazard coming across on a drag. He almost gets in, gets us back to the 1. Aaron Rodgers goes in for a quarterback sneak with 1 second left. Don't know how I run a play with 1 second left, and then there's still 1 second left. We come out at the half. We hold on first and second. He tries to throw a hitch. Jair's just sitting there. That's one of the beauties of cover 4 match, is that they do really, if you have a good match corner, but they do play those hitches really well. Yeah, this was a good one here. So I was working through some plays here and formations and trying some stuff, and I was like, well, let me try this blitz here. Well, Chark is over the middle. Yeah, if I don't switch on and change that angle of running right here, see how I ran up more, at more of a 45, he probably gets walked away from. But that was a good read. Good pitch and catch right there by Pitt. Not sure why he threw this one. One of us were going to get it because I'm right there underneath. Yeah, he threw that to the tight end. I don't know why he threw that. I mean, I'm there under him. Like, I have perfect position on him. I would maybe understand if he freeformed up to the right and tried to throw it up there and make him turn around and go get it, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, so anyway, Jair was able to catch that one, and that's a house call. Got the fumble recovery on the kickoff. Aaron Jones, I could have scored on this one, and I just ran it out on the 1. I realized it's 3 minutes left. I should have just scored, but ran it in the next play on that one. I was just trying not to run it up. But there's no way I could have killed 3 minutes with 1 yard to go unless I just started taking losses there. Allowing the 200, wasn't able to do that. Sweet. Held Brady under 250. Let's get this pass protector built up. Sweet, we'll take it. Pass protector at 81. That'll work. All right. So playoffs next week. Let's see what this scenario is. All right. So playoffs next week. Looks like we're gonna have the 1 seed. Um, Sweet. We're gonna have the 1 seed this playoffs, and it's gonna be a good one though. It's gonna be a good one. On the AFC side, we have a 15-1 Chiefs. I think they're 15-1. Colts 15-1, if I recall correctly. Browns 13-3. Um, and we still have these week 18 games to go, so some of those could change. So, I mean, those 1, 2, and 3 seed, those are going to be some. That's going to be a good playoffs, basically, over here on the AFC side. It's going to be a really good playoffs between those three teams. But then you also got the sleeper, who is the Bengals, who I think is 14-3 or maybe 13-3, I think as well. Um, I think he has the most touchdowns in the league or something like that. He's up there in one of the passing stats with Burrow. So it's going to be a pretty good matchup here. The 1 seed is either going to play 4, 5, or 7, depending on, or I guess, yeah, 4, 5, 6, or 7, I guess. One of those, depending on who wins. Um, Sorry, Mosifer, but if you make the playoffs, yeah, I mean, congratulations, but you'll be facing KG round one. That's going to be a tough matchup for you, sir. So two will probably be moving on to here. VD versus um, VD versus Primo will actually be a pretty good matchup. So can't say that Primo's going to run away with that one, even though I think he has a better record. I think VD has 11 or 12 wins, so he's been playing well this season as well. Herbert's up there with passing stats as well. So the Chargers are having a pretty good season. So can't really say who's going to win out of this one. But if VD does win, he'll be going to play Kansas City. And then down here, if the Bengals win and Primo wins, then Primo's going to play Kansas City, and it'll be KG versus Primo down here. So interesting matchup. Looking forward to seeing how this side wraps up. On this side, we have the Panthers, who close to getting the 1 seed. And to be honest with you, I have the 1 seed, but Panthers could have easily had the 1 seed. I ended up getting just some Sims, potentially some games I definitely could have won, but I didn't have to earn some of those in the last couple weeks because I had Sims. So Panthers took a loss that secured my 1 seed. But really good user. Jordan Love is number 2 in MVP votes. He has something like 46 touchdowns to 16 interceptions or something close to that. So, I mean, he's balling. He's definitely balling. So it's going to be an interesting playoffs to see how he matches up with Gordo, who's been with San Francisco. He's been running effectively. He's already a pretty good passer anyway, but he's been running the ball effectively as well. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. No clear winner there. Bad Guy has actually been playing some pretty good ball um, as well with the Cardinals. So it's going to be another interesting one here. Can't necessarily say that yay or nay um, is going to be a guaranteed win on either one of those. So we'll just see how that one kind of shapes up as well. And then down here with the Giants, we got Spaz and Manny. Manny's been balling. He's taken some. some losses, but he's actually been balling for sure. And in the games that he's won some big ones. I think he beat Primo recently, so that was a big one that he won. And Spaz just played KG last night. KG ended up handling that one relatively easily, but Spaz isn't he's not a pushover. Like he's not just gonna be um, somebody that you're just gonna walk over and get the dub. So that'll be an interesting game as well. So on our side, who we're gonna end up playing is basically going to be um, I'm gonna have to play Gordo if he wins, or the Seahawks, or the Commanders. Um, so that'll be an interesting. I think I played Manny earlier this season, and we got the best of him in that one. But that doesn't guarantee that we're going to get the best of him throughout the season. He could always get that get back. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one shapes up. I feel pretty good about my chances. Playing Gordo is always tough, always a tough game for me in all the leagues just because of the way he plays. But that'll be a pretty interesting one if Gordo's actually able to pull out the W. So playoffs starting on Monday. Looking forward to it. We'll see how it shapes up. We'll see who actually comes out with the first official championship in the 221 league. We'll catch y'all on the flip. We out.